I love Southwest Florida. We live here, we work here, we're raising our family here, and it is definitely not for everyone.
Why not?
So today we're going to talk about who is going to thrive in Southwest Florida and who should think twice before they pack their U-Haul, buy some flip-flops, and make their way to Southwest Florida in 2026. My goal for you is to keep it real so that you have the information you need to make an informed decision on whether or not Southwest Florida is a place that you want to move to or live in, whether it's all year round or just for snowbird season. So today, I'm going to share with you some honest realities and things that you need to know to prepare as you're making a decision whether or not you want to move to Southwest Florida and thrive in 2026. So we're going to talk about what not everybody talks about. You're not going to hear this on all the videos. Florida is definitely not a one-size-fits-all. If you're coming from New York, Chicago, Denver, Carolinas, there is a big change in pace and lifestyle, and it can be amazing for you, or it might be a shock to your system. So Southwest Florida might not be for you if you truly need 4 seasons. We don't have 4 seasons here. We've got 2, snowbird season and summer. Speaking of summer, if you hate the heat, humidity, and frizzy hair, it's a real problem in the summertime, then this might not be for you. And people, if you don't like being around people, then you might not want to move to Southwest Florida, because in the wintertime, our population increases by about 30% because we have a lot of tourists and snowbirds who make Southwest Florida their home in the wintertime. Another thing is, if you enjoy a fast-paced metropolitan lifestyle, then Southwest Florida is probably also not for you. We are definitely a slower-paced living over here on the West Coast. But on the flip side, Southwest Florida is amazing. If you love being outdoors all year round, you can do this here. If sunshine affects your mood in the best way, who can't handle over 300 days of sunshine a year? And if you want a calmer, more joyful, slower paced life, the west coast of Florida just might be the spot for you. If you're looking to be minutes to tennis, pickleball, boating, kayaking, beaches, golf, and nature, then Southwest Florida is magic. Now, I need to address this because pretty much every other question in my inbox is asking me the same things. But Angie, what about hurricanes? And what is happening with insurance in Florida? So yes, we do have hurricanes here in Southwest Florida. They do happen, but they do not happen every year, and sometimes it will be many, many years in between. But we do have some big storms, and we've been affected recently with quite a few big storms in the last few years. The great news about hurricanes, though, is that we have a lot of time to prepare. There's a lot of advance notice. We talk about it on the news for a long time. We talk about having hurricane kits ready and prepared, and there is a lot of opportunity for most people to boogie on out if they need to, if a named storm is coming our way. Just like most other parts of the country with natural disasters, that's the one that we have to deal with here in Southwest Florida. Now, insurance. Because of those hurricanes, insurance has become a challenge here in Southwest Florida. In fact, a lot of our rates have gone through the roof because they've had so many claims with these storms that we've had over the last handful of years. So you do see us on the news. They do talk about it a lot, but I do want to misspell some of the information that is getting out there because I don't think it's always the whole story. We have not had anyone yet who has not been able to actually get an insurance policy. Now, is it happening to certain people that live in certain areas? Yes, there are people out there. So I'm certainly not saying that it is not happening, but it is not happening commonly. So the people that are having struggles are people who live right on the coast, who maybe are in an older home that is not built to the current code and standards. Maybe the roof is old. There are a lot of factors that go into the insurance. Out in Estero, where we live and sell a lot of real estate, there's a lot of newer construction. So those homes are not having the same type of difficulties in getting policies. But age of the home matters. Age of the roof matters. Age of the water heater matters. So this is all information we're going to talk about, and we try to ferret this out in the beginning of the process. So we talking to insurers early, understanding what type of insurance is going to be needed on the home so that you have all the information you need to make an informed decision. So yes, we do have hurricanes and we do have some insurance difficulties at times, but really for the most part, that insurance, it just keeps getting better. New legislation has been passed. We have more carriers coming to market. More competition is a good thing. So we are continuing to see that get better. We just are ending hurricane season this year, and we're thankfully made it through without any storms this year. Hopefully we'll have several years of that ahead of us, which will definitely help the insurance situation. So one thing that we do see, sometimes people do regret where they move and what neighborhood they choose. And a lot of times it's because they just didn't really think about the lifestyle and what their life would be like when they were living here. They bought based on a vacation vibe, which can be very different. For example, if you decide to move into a high-rise condo, that might be totally workable for vacation, for the lifestyle you want to live, but perhaps that is too much for a snowbird type living, having to get your groceries up and down. So just something that we just always want to think about is, how do you envision utilizing the property? We have a process that we go through with you. We use our wish list up front to understand what your needs are and what your lifestyle desires are, so that we make sure that you are not in that boat. But sometimes it happens, and sometimes people buy something and they do regret it, but don't worry, we have a love it or leave it guarantee. So if that happens to you, we will relist your new property for you at a very reduced rate if you are not happy, because we want you to love living here. So if that happens, reach out to us and we are happy to share the details of the love it or leave it program that we've got here at the Gillette Group. A couple other things that can surprise people, and we try again to talk about all this stuff up front as part of our process, but sometimes the HOA fees, they go up. They don't stay the same every year. A new budget has to be passed. So a lot of times that is higher than what people are used to spending. But remember, it usually does come with world-class amenities and an amazing lifestyle, depending on what you're looking for. Going out to eat can be super pricey, and it can be challenging in season because we have so many people here who are utilizing our service. And yes, eating out a lot can be pricey. So again, this kind of ties back to the vacation vibe. Sometimes we'll talk to people and they will be like, oh my gosh, I moved to Florida and it is like, I think I'm on vacation all the time, even though I'm living here for multiple months or I'm living here full time. And we understand, because we have said the same thing quite often. It's like, every night when you have beautiful weather and you can sit outside, it's like, oh, should we go to happy hour? Should we go eat out? Because we do have a vacation vibe here, and that's one of the best things about our lifestyle. But you just got to keep it in perspective and keep it in check. And a lot of times we might have people who are surprised by the amount of their electricity bill, especially in the summer. Yes. We run it's very hot here in the summer, so that AC is running. It is our hardest working appliance that we've got, and you will see a bump in that bill in the summertime. Now, on the flip side, in the winter, we don't have to run it as much, so usually they will go up and down. Now, maybe in the winter you're running your pool heater, so it just depends. But that is just something to be aware of, and you do want to keep your home set at a decent amount, different than up north. So our air conditioning company always says if we go out of town in the summertime, leave it sitting at 78 so that the humidity doesn't get too high, and that the air conditioner doesn't have to work so hard once you come back and lower that temperature. So that AC will run a lot, but sometimes in the winter we don't have to run it at all. We have several months of nearly perfection weather in the 60s and 70s where we can have our windows open and do not need to be running that air conditioner all year long. Some other benefits that we've got here, obviously no state income tax in Florida is a huge win and will help offset some of those possible HOA or condo association fees. We have a lot of new home areas in here. They are very energy efficient, and we've got tons of public parks, beautiful public beaches, and amenities here in the area that are top tier. All great reasons to want to move here. Now, if you don't have as much patience, then this one might matter. In season, our population increases, like I've already talked about. So the roads are busier, the beaches are busier, the restaurants are busier. You need to leave yourself a little more time to get the places that you want to go. Now, after April, it calms down and it's amazing. We have a lot less people that are going after all the same amenities. We have neighborhoods that are more seasonal, neighborhoods that are more year-round. But if you're listening to all of this and you're thinking, yes, this sounds great, I want the Florida life, then you are the exact person who will thrive here. If you've got questions about any specific areas, please drop them in the comments. I would love to know what you're thinking about, and I will respond to any comments that you share. So who thrives in Southwest Florida? Listen, You are gonna love it here. If you want more outdoor living, if you crave a healthier, more active lifestyle, people are out and about because our weather is great. You want your kids growing up with water sports, sunshine, beaches. If you're tired of gray skies, if you're tired of snow, and you're tired of stressful commutes, if you value community, people waving, happy to be here, smiling all the time, and you want a live joy lifestyle and you're willing to make a change to get it, then Southwest Florida is for you. Here's the truth though, Florida is not perfect. Nowhere is. But if the lifestyle matches who you want to be, then you can flourish here. So how do you really know if Florida is your place and if you're going to thrive here? So we always kind of start with 3 questions. What is the lifestyle that you are looking to live? What do you want to do when you're living in Florida? How do you envision yourself utilizing your property? Are you a beach person? Are you a golf person? Are you a tennis person? Do you just want to be outside and you don't care about any of those things, but you just want blue skies and sunshine? Be specific about this because it does matter. Do you want resort style living? Do you want to be able to walk places? Are you concerned about schools? Do you want a small town feel? This will help us narrow it down, and that wish list that I talk about helps with this. What pace of life are you looking for? Do you like to be busy? Do you need to go out a lot? Do you need activities outside of restaurants and some of the theater that's available here? And does living in Florida solve a problem for you or elevate your lifestyle? Most of the buyers that we work with say yes. Better weather. Bonus. More joy in their life. More freedom, less stress, more outdoor living and ability to be out in the fresh air and living life. If those values resonate with you, then Southwest Florida might be exactly where you are supposed to be. So listen, I've given it to you straight. Some of the good, some of the bad, and some of the ugly, especially the frizzy hair in the summertime that I think I've tried every hair product and I just have to embrace it. But if you're feeling that little spark that says, yes, this sounds like where I want to be, then you're probably right. Whether you're 3 months out, whether you're 3 years out, or you're just dreaming, we would love to talk with you. We would love to set up a time. You can schedule the link down below in Calendly so that we can set up a welcome call and talk about what are your dreams, what are your goals, what do you want to do? And again, no matter how far out you are, if it's quick, if it's not quick, let's talk about it and let's make a plan and see if you are the type of person that would thrive in Southwest Florida. You can contact us directly at 239-776-6872. You can find us on social media. You can always leave comments below. I would love to know what you think. What did I miss? What am I not thinking of? Because you probably have something in your head, and we would love to help you thrive here in Southwest Florida and live joy. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, share it with a friend, and let us know how we can help you live joy too.